Rope anchor systems.
In this segment, we're going to be discussing anchors and anchor systems. When selecting an anchor, we want to choose an object that we consider a bomb-proof anchor. A bomb-proof anchor is an object that is capable of holding the load under any circumstances. Examples of anchors can be trees, posts, our fire apparatus, or any other option that may exist at the scene. Once we have selected a bomb-proof anchor, we need to create an anchor system utilizing rope, webbing, and hardware. Generally, webbing is the foundation for an anchor system. Our department utilizes 1-inch tubular nylon webbing with an approximate breaking strength of 4,000 pounds. The webbing comes in different colors used to identify the various lengths. Our green webbing is 5 feet, yellow webbing is 12 feet, blue webbing is 15 feet, and red webbing is 20 feet. A standard practice in rope rescue is to perform a safety check. NFPA 1006 defines a system safety check as a method of evaluating the safe assembly of a rope rescue system prior to placing a human life on the system. Ideally, this check should be performed by another team member that did not create the system.
Water knot.
The water knot is a standard for tying two ends of webbing together. The water knot begins with a simple overhand. The other end of the webbing will follow the path of the simple overhand in the opposite direction.
Anchor system types.
Webbing can be attached to a bomb-proof anchor using various approved methods. We will be showing the basket sling, the double loop, and the wrap 3-pull-2. To create the basket sling, we'll be using webbing that's already been tied with a water knot. We want to come around the anchor, grabbing both ends, and making the attachment with the carabiner. For the double loop, you want to loop around the anchor, come in front, cross the webbing, put the second loop around the anchor, and connect with the carabiner. Our final example will be the wrap 3-pull-2. We want to start with the end of the webbing in a simple overhand. We want to go ahead and wrap the anchor 3 times. And complete a water knot. Once the water knot is tied, we want to leave the water knot at the base of the anchor. We're going to grab the 2 other bites and connect with a carabiner.
Multi-anchor systems.
Earlier we discussed the need for a bomb-proof anchor. However, there may be occasions where a single anchor is insufficient. At that point, 2 or more anchors can be joined together to become bomb-proof. To create this multiple anchor system, I'm using 2 pieces of webbing and 2 anchors. One thing that I want to remember to do is to create a loop in the center, attach it with a carabiner, and show that it is distributing the load. When using a multiple anchor system, it is critical to incorporate a loop in the webbing. The loop is a protection in the event of an anchor point failure. If one anchor point does fail, the webbing will remain attached to the remaining anchor. When using multiple anchors in a system, it is important to remember to keep the angle of the system below 90 degrees, with 45 degrees being optimal. Here we are using a 3-anchor system. This system allows for load sharing and protection from a failure from a single anchor. To create this anchor system, we have used 2 20-foot red webbing on the outside post, 1 blue 15-foot piece of webbing on the center post, and 1 12-foot yellow webbing as a collection point. Remember, we are trying to keep our system angle below 90 degrees. To create the collection point, we want to utilize 1 piece of 12-foot yellow webbing. We want to loop it through all 3 carabiners, grab the center points, bring them together, create a loop, and connect them with one carabiner. In conclusion, understanding anchors and anchor systems will build a better foundation for rope rescue systems.
Evolution complete.